Let's find out what Nixxiom's demands for World of Warcraft are.
Microsoft, listen. My name is Nixxiom. You're going to be hearing a lot from me. Now that you're in the process of taking over Blizzard, it is time that we, the World of Warcraft community, bring to you our demands. Things that we have been begging Blizzard for years, but they have never once batted an eyelash in our direction.
Goldshire is a crazy place. We visit there from time to time. There are a couple of videos on this channel where we go to Goldshire and check out RP players. And yeah, by the way, guys, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
And now it is your responsibility. It's up to you. So I have prepared this short list of things that we, the players, want in World of Warcraft to make the game better. And I hope, Microsoft, I hope that you listen well. Look at my puppy. I love my puppy. But
that's
puppies
nice.
aside, first, a word from this video's sponsor. Roll it! Today's video was sponsored by this pair of Master Chief socks on Amazon.
What?
Are you guys ready to finish the fight against your stanky ass feet? Well, then you need to insert yourself deeply into Master Chief, if you know what I mean. These socks are high quality, worn only by the best of the best who truly want to stick it to the Covenant and
I
drop
know a
some
person I
headshots
should suggest those socks to.
So get yourself some Master Chief
Yeah,
socks
I know some
today
smelly feet.
and strike
Maybe I
terror
should link
into
this
the
to
hearts
that person.
of the Covenant. That's right. Link down in the description. Bitch. Let's begin with the little things. The stuff that is not very important, but still is very much necessary to making World of Warcraft the most successful MMORPG in the world again. You know it, and I know it. It all begins with one simple change. Here we go. Number 1. Remove Gnomes and Vulpera from the game.
What the heck?
You gotta understand.
You're kidding me.
Right? Nobody who plays World of Warcraft likes gnomes. They are a horror upon Azeroth, a plague that needs to be exterminated. And we have been trying to tell Blizzard this for years, but rather than listening, you...
Holy shit, I'm actually playing a Vulpera Rogue, and I also have a Mecha Gnome Warlock. And I actually like those two characters. I just, like, a couple of days ago made a Vulpera Subtlety Rogue, and Dalaran, thank you for teaching me how to freaking pronounce subtlety, because I kept saying this like freaking supermarket, so I kept saying supermarket Rogue, but yeah, Subtlety Rogue. And I think like Vulperas, they have like very unique animations, and Mecha Gnomes are interesting. Holy shit, but he's like a anti-gnome and Vulpera person, so okay.
I'm trying to tell Blizzard this for years, but rather than listening, you want to know what those rats did? You want to know what they did? They instead decided to add these things to the game.
They are
as
nice.
An insult to
I
us,
love my Rogue.
These little furry, disgusting things. So start things off, Microsoft. You gotta do the World of Azeroth a favor. You gotta delete gnomes.
No,
whatever the hell
no.
these things are.
No.
We would all appreciate it.
Buff them.
Right, guys?
Don't delete them.
You know, that's right. Number 2. More armor options.
Oh yeah, please.
We've been stuck with the same looking armor for years,
Holy
Microsoft.
shit, that's true.
The same looking capes, the
That's
same
true.
shoes, belts, and we need more armor options. We need things like cloaks with wearable hoods. We need to be able to add things to our belts, like potion bottles
Hoods would be
and
nice.
combs. We need to be able to wear jewelry, like rings and earrings and other piercings and tattoos and
That
stuff.
would be
It don't
nice.
matter. The point is...
You know what? That with the earrings, what he says with like those piercings, I wish there was like more options with that. Because for example, like if you make a character and you customize it, like you quite often have only like the gold earrings option, right? Or like for nose ring, it's like golden, or you get something that's like maybe like gray or something. But what is if you are, let's say, on a character that is like, let's say, all white, for example, right? Like white robe, you're maybe like a priest or something, and you want something that like fits more, or maybe you want like some black piercings or something, like black earrings, so there's some contrast with your white robe or something. And I've noticed like you don't have many options when it comes to freaking piercings, because even if you pick like the customization options, and you can see this also on the Mecha Orcs and the Zandalari Trolls, you get like way too many gold options for accessory, like piercings and stuff. So I wish we had more colors for that. Like, true. I totally agree.
We need
here.
more armor customization to really bring out our characters the way we want them to be portrayed. I mean, come on. Is armor dying so much to ask for in 2022?
Oh, armor die, yes, please.
Armor dying. Come on, man. Number 3, more interactable / better professions. Have you played Final Fantasy by chance, that anime game?
It's a nice
This game, you know what they did? They decided that instead of just doing some simple-ass gathering and UI button work, they wanted to make professions as interactable as possible. The whole profession system is a series of damn mini-games, which is great.
I think
Now,
it's
I'm
so
not
cool.
saying that WoW needs to be like this. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that the profession system needs some work, especially for lower level new players. Goodness gracious, because right now professions are completely useless unless you're max level. And for a new
Unfortunately.
player who wants to be a blacksmith or a leather worker, that just sucks. So show professions some love, Microsoft. Get a team on the professions.
It's a good video
please.
so far.
And guys, please show the like button some love too. It really helps the channel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please don't forget to like this
Appreciate
video.
it. Yeah. Number 4 or 5 or whatever.
Oh, yes,
The
please.
Necromancer class. What better way to celebrate bringing World of Warcraft back from the dead than releasing a class that was meant for the original game's launch, yet still has not been put in the game all these years later?
And you know what? That's freaking confusing to me as well. We have the Death Knight, right? And the Death Knight is basically an undead character, right? But what if you want to be a living character that's using necromancy, like an actual necromancer or something like that? And what if you don't want to use melee, but you want to be a pure range necromancer? Because you could say like the DK is sort of like a melee necromancer in a way, right? But it would be cool to have something like a mage or warlock that's using freaking necromancy. Like, what if there was like, you know how like demon lock plays, like where you use like certain skills, you get like those soul shards, and then you can raise freaking demon minions, like a lot of imps and stuff, and then you have like suddenly this army of imps on the demon lock. Like, what is if we could have like a necromancer that functions a little bit in like a similar fashion, but yet different, and you can like raise skeletons, and the more damage you inflict upon your target, the more skeleton minions or zombie minions you can freaking summon. Yo, this would be so cool. And then you can run around like maybe like 8 or 9 minions at a time, just like the demonology warlock. I think that would be so cool.
Years later, talking about the Necromancer. This class has been desired by the community for years.
Because it fits
And
now
although
law
we've
since
gotten
DK's
teasers
fit
of
law.
what this class could potentially be, and we've gotten expansions like Shadowlands and whatnot where they could have added it. Nope, we've never got the full class. A dedicated summoner class whose ultimate talents could be things like turning into a lich and freezing the hearts of one's enemies while commanding an army of undead. Come on, Microsoft! If Ascension WoW, some dinky little private server, can make 20 new classes from WoW, can make 20 new classes for WoW.
Wow. Wait, you have
guys can pull off a
Necromancer?
Give us a damn Necromancer.
That's what I said. You see, multiple
Tinker,
skeletons. Tinker.
And Witch Doctor. You know what you got.
Yo, but that's a contradiction, Nixxiom. You said you want gnomes out of the picture, like, and now suddenly, okay, we have freaking tinkerers, and gnomes are tinkerers and goblins. Holy shit.
Yeah. Number 5, player housing.
Yes, please.
So Blizzard gave us this thing back in Warlords of Draenor, and it was called Garrisons.
I
and
mean,
it
Garrison
was
is nice,
nothing
but
like
you
what
cannot
they said it was gonna
customize
be.
much, in my
Essentially,
opinion.
it was a glorified Go AFK zone rather than the player housing that we were expecting. So to this day, we're still waiting for a proper player housing system in World.
Like, what I expect when I want, like, housing, like a player housing, I want to be able to pick like maybe like tables or chairs and put them wherever I want to. Like, I want to put my furniture in the houses where I want them to be. Do I want it next to the entrance door? Do I want it next to the bed or in front of the bed? Like, I want to be able to customize houses. And with garrisons, like, it's nice. I like that we have like our own base, we get our own Hearthstone and stuff. But what I would love to do is to customize more. Decide where will like the furniture be, where will the bed be, will I have some flowers indoors, will they be outdoors? Like, I want to have some more customization options, and like maybe pick like the color of the carpets in the house or so, right? We don't have that, unfortunately.
World of Warcraft. These little instanced areas scattered throughout the zones where we can
Yeah,
build
like
a
ESO.
racially themed house of our choice,
Yes, racially
fill it
themed,
with
please.
trophies and trinkets and
Like
armor
ESO.
stands displaying our best transmogs, our favorite non-combat pets running around. Player housing is something that honestly, I think a lot of us are shocked is not in the game yet.
And there are many RP
But
players
now's
too.
the time, Microsoft.
And this would help
Now
with the
is
RP
time
scene.
for you to shine. And speaking of player housing,
Number 6, guild halls.
Oh, yes, please.
while we're on the subject of player housing, we gotta
Weekly
take it a step
gatherings and parties.
further. You want to know something else that we've been begging for years? Guild halls. A place where a guild can display its achievements,
FF14 has that.
similar to a player home, but on a much bigger scale, right? Perhaps located in a capital city, or maybe in unique epic locations out in the open world. I don't know. Having a guild hall for players to work towards expanding, filling with decorations, or just being a place where guildies can hang out in between events and chat.
that would be amazing, yes.
All right. Why is this not in the game yet? Why?
And it's weird because if you look at like all the other MMOs, like WoW's competition, like FF14, ESO for example, like they all freaking have those kind of things that he wants for WoW. I wonder why WoW doesn't have what the other MMOs have. Because like all the other MMOs have what WoW has, but WoW has some stuff not that other MMOs have, if that makes any sense, right? Like that's crazy. Like imagine you're a game that's like the most popular of like our group of games. Like if you look at numbers, WoW has more active players than ESO, and now also more than FF14. Yeah, there was like a hype, and FF14 was like kind of like in line with WoW, but now WoW is actually higher again. I just checked a couple of days ago, and I'm surprised that a game that's like high in popularity doesn't take good ideas from like other games, and the other games have everything that WoW has. Like this would make WoW even more popular in my opinion. It would rank even higher, and it wouldn't be in like the top 20, but it would be constantly top 10 on Twitch and even higher, and the increase of players could be about maybe even 15 or 20% of active players. Who knows? Just a guess.
Why?
Number 7,
Update the leveling process. Let's pretend that we're a new player, shall we? Just a new player playing
Okay.
World of Warcraft. We just finished the little tutorial island thing that Blizzard recently made to introduce new players to the game.
Yeah.
And then we're thrust out into
I
this
never
giant
picked this
world
one. I
of
go with the old school starting zones.
boring. Yeah. Quests are piss easy. There's no group content. Professions are not useful at all. Already talked about that. No feeling of progression since everything is so easy to kill. Gear does not feel impactful. Dungeons
Only on
spamming.
Classic
The level
there's
up
some
process
challenge.
needs a lot of work, okay? And honestly, I'd have to make a separate video for this subject alone because damn, this is one area that needs some serious attention in World of Warcraft. It's the new player experience because right now, it ain't any surprise why this game ain't growing when its introduction for new players is so damn boring, all right? Any new players watching this video, anybody just recently start playing WoW, can you confirm it? Can you deny it? What was your experience like?
You know what was like a very good experience for me? Like, was it like a month or 2 months ago? I made a Worgen warrior because I wanted to experience the Worgen starting zone. And I was like super hyped when I was like leveling our Worgen warrior because I liked the way it starts, how you're like a human, then at some point during the quest line you get bitten by someone, then you turn into a Worgen, then you have to fight against Sylvanas, and I don't want to add like too many spoilers, so I'm going just to cut here, but what I'm trying to say is like there's some plot that's building up, and I think the story is insane for the Worgen. I think they have such a good starting quest line, but then you get to one point where you're suddenly like in the middle of a plot, and then it just is cut out. Like there's no part 2 of the plot, and I'm like, wait, are we going to take Gilneas back or not? Like, what's happening now? Now we are freaking refugees for the Alliance. In freaking Teldrassil, but like what's happening? Like what's plan B and stuff? Like the thing is about like the story in WoW is I feel like a lot is disconnected for new players. You're kind of like doing something, and then in the middle of all you have either reached already max level and you no longer have any purpose to be there because you're on over the level that like let's just say you freaking 1 and 2 shot everything, so there's no more excitement, and you have to immediately go to Shadowlands, and you did not even get to experience the past expansion. So anyone that's now playing WoW for the first time and starts during Shadowlands, they miss out on so much content that is just, in my opinion, cut short and disconnected, sadly. So yeah, they need to fix something, or maybe create some unique time walking where you go through each expansion, and maybe you get like sort of like the main quests only for the expansion, like the super important ones, and they're all connected, like a chain, right? I think that would be a very good idea.
Leave a comment, please. Feedback. I want to hear. Because I think the new player experience sucks right now. And it needs a lot of work.
Number 8, keep the older zones relevant.
Yes.
Back in Legion, people loved how the old zones in the old world became relevant again.
Yes.
Quest lines and class order halls and the like, it was great. And this needs to continue. Blizzard
please.
has constructed this entire World of Warcraft full of storylines and lore and magic and characters.
And it becomes irrelevant
that all can
after
be
a couple of
interacted
levels.
with. So don't always feel the need to restrict the entire game to whatever the new continent is.
Yeah, the
That
new
is boring,
expansion.
and it doesn't make the World of Warcraft feel like a World of Warcraft. Does that make sense? Fill the old world with quest lines, dailies, profession-related events, and whatever. Get creative and keep the entire world relevant, not just a small chunk of it. Yeah. Number 9, Hearthstone in World of Warcraft. This suggestion came straight from my community Discord, but it's a pretty good one. It's something people have talked about for a while. In The Witcher, we have Gwent, and in World of Warcraft, you know what we got? We got Hearthstone. The only problem is that we can't play Hearthstone in WoW. And why not? How cool would it be to be able to play
why
a game
not?
of Hearthstone
Like a mini game
in the various
inside WoW.
taverns across Azeroth while listening to the sounds of a bard profession player nearby? There's a freebie for you. Bard profession. Write it down. As you
Wow.
travel across Azeroth, you could earn cards.
a
They
good
could drop
idea.
off mobs, bosses, quest rewards. I don't know. And it would just be another little layer of depth to the game that people can enjoy. So why not? Hearthstone in World of Warcraft. What do you guys think?
I
And
think
number
it's
10,
great.
better storytelling.
More connection.
Nobody understands what the hell is going on. in
Exactly, there's no
Shadowlands.
connection
Nobody
between what's
knows
going on.
What the jailer's plan is, who the hell he even is, why he is so determined to rewrite reality.
There's no red string
is a
you can
big
follow,
miss.
right?
Sylvanas' character is a joke. The bad guy, he's a joke. Anduin has become a joke, seeing as he's just this clear ripoff of Arthas for obvious fan service. Hint, it didn't work. Shadowlands is a mess. We need better storytelling in World of Warcraft that does not rely on fan service or the use of the same characters over and over and over. We need to introduce new characters to the Warcraft universe, expand on the lore that has already been built, and really just flesh out this World of Warcraft that Blizzard has been creating all these years.
You know what? I have like a very, very good idea. If Blizzard is watching this right now, when we unlock allied races, we get like also leaders for the allied races, right? So why not integrate and add like the new leaders of the allied races as some sort of main characters? Or why does not like an allied race leader maybe become like the new war chief? Like, I think that would be interesting. Like, for example, the mecha leader now, this one woman, I forgot her name. Like, why can she not, for example, be the new war chief and she gets like own cinematics and becomes like a super important character like Sylvanas? It's kind of like, let's replace Sylvanas, and now this mecha cool woman there, she's now the new leader or something, and like there's like a new plot, and maybe there's like some backstory, and sometimes maybe we travel back in time and see like flashbacks of like a certain important character as like maybe a kid or something. Like, I think there's definitely potential, and by adding the allied races, I'm not sure if they have like overlooked this idea, but with adding allied races you can add also very, very interesting new characters, right, that can play a big role and get like more contribution to what's happening, like maybe more cinematics and stuff. There's definitely potential. Like, why add allied races and then not do something with the characters within those, right? Like, add them more. Like, sure, there are some quests where you quickly see them, or if we're like entering Shadowlands, we see the leaders standing around, right? But they don't get like a big cinematic or any big introductions, unfortunately. So they're just like kind of like side characters that are just standing there, the leaders of the allied races. It would be cool if they would get like more spotlight, basically.
And also, if we could get some more in-game cutscenes like the stuff you see in Star Wars: The Old Republic sometimes.
Yes, please.
That would be really neat too.
Because some are really good. I like this one too, for example.
That would be cool. Microsoft, listen to me. You got a big responsibility on your shoulders right now. You have inherited a freaking mess. A mess that is World of Warcraft. And there's a lot to clean up. And this video is just a couple of things, a couple of points. Just wait till you see this comment section, because I guarantee there's going to be a lot more people that are going to be pointing out a lot more stuff. But you know what? New leadership, new vision, and therefore new opportunities. Maybe Microsoft, you can turn this game around and make it.
I mean, if you look at Minecraft, it became a big success
was for millions around
after
the world.
Minecraft took over, right?
Maybe you'll just milk it for what's left and throw it all aside. But I want to hope for the best. And I think there's a lot of people out there that want to hold on to the hope too. That Microsoft, that
no more copium.
So good luck, Microsoft. Good luck with WoW once your takeover of Blizzard is complete. We are all going to be watching. Each and every one of us. So don't fuck up. Please. Guys, thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like. Please subscribe if you want. Blah, blah, blah. If you have any more suggestions that I did not mention, please leave it down in the comment section below. I love you guys.
Well, I have many, awesome. But then this video will take an hour.
And
I do maybe also have Twitch.
Check out that sponsor.
Check out that sponsor. Let's get some War Chief socks. No, but seriously, he's correct with everything except for one thing. Please don't remove Gnomes and Vulpera, okay? I love my Gnome and I love my Vulpera. I want to keep them, please, okay? Like, there's nothing wrong with little races. But, like, seriously, like this with, like, the armor dye options, that's something that's also confusing me. Why they don't let us color stuff. Same with, like, the earrings, right? Like, where I customize a character, I get, like, when I create one, I get, like, maybe 2 color options for piercings. Like, what is this? Like, why only 2 options? Like, I don't want to have golden earrings. I don't want to have, like, the metal ones. Maybe I want them in, like, freaking silver or blue or red or maybe black or something. Like, why I don't get those options? Like, that's very unfortunate that we don't have this or can wear that actually as, like, maybe some extra cosmetics or something. But, yeah. He has interesting demands for World of Warcraft, but that's how most of us feel, I guess. I'm pretty sure like most of you can also agree with everything that was said here. If that would be added there to the game, would be really nice. Like an actual real player housing. Maybe let old zones scale with you, or you can scale with them instead of doing always like time walking with a brand new character, just so you don't one-shot stuff there. And like, I can't even quest anymore in old zones because it's just so freaking boring. Like, if I go with my main character to like an old zone just because I want to read the lore and experience the quests, I'm actually getting bored after a couple of quests because I'm literally one-shotting everything and just walk through, nuke everything. I think it's freaking boring. I wish I could scale my max level character and not have to make a new one just so I can go through that zone and experience it. Because I'm gonna be honest, I came in a bit late to WoW. And I haven't been playing WoW for that crazy long. Like when I was young and World of Warcraft launched, I used to constantly hang out at my friend's place and we would play this together on his PC. But then I was like disconnected with WoW for at least like 10 years or even longer. And then I just recently really got back into it. And there's like so much story that I don't get to experience because I'm just walking through nuking stuff. And yeah, Necromancer class. That's also something that's confusing me because you can run around with a Death Knight that summons freaking ghouls and spreads plague and stuff like that, right? And that's like so evil in a way, you could say, by the view of especially like regular Stormwind citizens, right? Like, I mean, we were not really welcome in Stormwind during the DK questline, right? And that makes sense. So how comes such an unwelcome by society class can fit in, but you can't fit in as a freaking necromancer that's basically the same except that you are a pure caster, right? You're not melee, so I don't know. But yeah, that was interesting. And if you guys are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content, and I would really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. And we also have Twitch and stream there from time to time, so feel free to check this one out as well and leave a follow. And I wish everyone a wonderful day. I will see you guys next time.